Okay, guys, so if not, we'll go ahead. If you are facing the issue, raise your hand. Okay. So, guys, we have a multiple editor to do the practice for programming. Okay. In my session, I use generally Edit Plus. So it looks like a notepad only. Okay. Uh, but we cannot write the Selenium code and all. This is only for Java practice. So you are going to type all the code. You are not getting here code as a suggested when you will use IDE means Eclipse or any other editor. Okay, but in the real time development, we use Eclipse or IntelliJ or VS Code. Okay, but for practice purpose, I will use Edit Plus. Okay, how to install this? Second, okay, fine. I am not able. Okay, how to install this? So just you can. Okay, do one thing. If you want, can someone share your screen if your internet is good? In my system is already installed and many people are facing the problem. Okay, for the proper installation, or you guys can follow me. Okay, if you no problem. Go download Edit Plus. So guys, actually we have again multiple version, but go for old version because these guys will ask you the license and all. Okay, go for version 4, no issue. Okay, and you can just download uh like you will get the exe file only. Okay, so if you have a 64, you can download the 64 one and try it. Okay, so again, this is the software like the JDK means it's a software, and just we have downloaded and install in your system. Okay, so again it will ask you the all the in my system is already there, just follow the same. Okay, you should not have any changes you have to do, just select default one, don't do any changes. Okay, I'm just going to decline. Okay, so once you will install, right, so if you will search, you will get this icon. Okay, Edit Plus. Once you will open, right, so this pop-up will come. Okay, so what you can do, just you can drag this pop-up. Okay, you can just drag this pop-up. Okay, okay, so what happened, so suppose in your system you have a multiple files, correct, right? So I'll show you. So if I will go in this my drive, even yeah, you can see now we have a multiple folders. Okay, in the multiple folder, I know what I have to kept where, so I can go and quickly search where is my, a specific file, video, or whatever the document we have. Like that, you have to create one folder. Okay, you can create a one folder in D drive, not in C drive. I will not recommend in C drive. Okay, you can create a one folder. Okay, so in this folder, you have to save this file. In project language, this folder is called workspace. But in general language, this is the only folder. Okay, understood, right? So now you can see, okay, before that, guys, I need to tell you one more thing. You can run your code through the command prompt also, and but for quick practice, we can save the time. We can do some configuration. You can quickly execute your code here. Okay, just click on the tools, go to preferences, go to user tools, and you can see group name you can keep by default. Okay, you can see we have a add tool program. Okay, so you can write like compile. Okay, I will let you know what is compile. You can write any name, just this steps we are doing for the compilation. Then you can click on this triple dot and go to your where your Java is there. Okay, go to C drive. In C drive, we have a program files, and in program files, we have a Java folder. Where is same? Yeah, you can see we have a Java folder. Go inside this. You have to go in the bin folder, and you have to select Java C. This file you have to select. If you will click on the open, this path will take automatically. Then you can just click file directory or file name. I think this is the file name. Let me see. Yeah, this is the file name, not file directory. Just I am deleting this. This is your file name. You have to select file name, and here you have to select file directory. Okay. Don't click on OK. Again, this pop-up will gone. So again, you have to do the same process. Click on apply. So basically, I will tell you why we are doing this. You have to compile the code and you have to execute the code. Java, while executing the Java code, you have to follow some step to execute. Okay, so that's why we have a compilation. And now again, you can go for the tools and we can run this code. You will understand what is the runtime, what is the compile time. Okay, later you can write any name. Just I have written this name for the reference. And now here you have to select this file for runtime. Okay, and now you can select file name without extension. Then you have to select file directory. Okay, then click on apply and click on OK. Okay, so once you have done this, in my system it's already there. I just cancel it. Once you will do it, create a one file. Okay, file, and click on the Java file. So when you are creating any file, so this code will come by default. Okay, no problem. So when you create any file, you have to save your file, right? So I'm just writing this file name. Okay, so I'm just writing this file name. Imagine.
Mohit,
Hmm.
uh, I mean, why we are not using Eclipse? I mean, we can use Eclipse also, no, instead of this
In
Abbott
Eclipse,
Plus.
right, I cannot show you the exact compile time error. Okay,
Okay,
understood,
okay,
right? In
yeah,
Eclipse,
okay,
everything will come automatically, right? So here we are
yeah,
learning the basics to understand what is the compile time error, what is the runtime error. Okay, when you will write the
yeah.
code, automatically in the Eclipse it will compile. That will show you the red error. You will not understand why it is coming. Okay, understood, right?
Okay,
So
then
we are,
we have to do the setup in Added Plus.
yeah, that's why I recommend to execute Java code, here to understand what is compile time, what is runtime, what is the exact error of compile time. Eclipse will not show you.
Oh,
Okay,
oh,
that's why. So guys, so when you have any new file, we have to save the file. Okay. So what happened in Java, right? You have to understand two things. One is your general things and one things with respect to the Java. Okay. So I'm just writing the file name. Then you will say, why are you writing the file name here? Because this is the file name and this is also the class name. Class name and file name must be same. Class name coding standard, you can see how I have written. It will never will start like lowercase. Understood, right? So you can say it's started with uppercase and next word again the first uh word you can see it's a uppercase. So this is the naming convention of class name. Okay. So you can just search in the Google naming convention. You will get many types of the naming conventions are there. This is called camel case, not a camel case. I forget the exact name. Okay. So hope you understand. Okay. So now don't type while saving the class. Copy this. Control C, Control S. Where you want to save, where you have created a folder. So in my case, it's already folder is created for. Java practice, you can see. Save here, exact name. If your file name and class name not same, it won't be execute. What types of the file you are going to save? Java file. You can see we have a different types of the file. So you have to select dot Java extension. Save it. Okay. Now I save this file. Not sure if this folder structure is showing different, but let's see. Understood, right? I'll delete everything. I will delete. Okay, fine, guys. So, guys, I'll tell you one more thing. Let me open. First of all, you have to understand how the Java programming works. The step to execute Java code. 1 second. So, first of all, we have installed JDK and we have saved the file, but we can execute in one shot. That will not work. Okay. So guys, first of all, you have to understand the steps to execute. If you have one line of the code or we have a one application develop on the Java, the process of execution is same. So you can see in this pic, we have a .java file, then we have a compiler, then we have a .class file, then we have a JVM, then you will get the output. Then now what is the .class .java file I have shown you? Just I have created one .java file. Where is compiler in your system? Hmm? Where is your compiler in your system? Anyone have an idea? Hmm?
JVM.
Java C.
JVM. Okay. Did you install JDK? Yes, right? We install JDK, right?
Yes.
JDK
Yes.
JDK means Java Development Kit. Okay. So we have a this Java Development Kit. It is a one of means one software. Internally, we have another software that is called compiler, JVM, and JRE. I will explain you guys what is the use of compiler, JVM, and JRE. Okay, while executing the code. Understood, right? This all the softwares are already there when you will install this Java development kit. Now, when I have done this configuration, right? So when you will press CTRL means control 1, it will compile the code, and when you will press CTRL plus 2, it will execute the code. Okay. So so guys, actually we have a keyword which is defined in the Java. Okay. So I'll come later. So now I'm just deleting everything. I'm just going to press control 1. Okay. And you can see in the line number 1, we are getting the error itself. So you have to follow Java instruction. We cannot write Java code from my own concept. You must be follow the Java concept. That's why Java, when you will learn the Java, it's a very confusing thing. But that's why I'm just going from the starting, the line of the code, what we are writing and why we are writing. Okay. So you can see line number 1, compiler giving the error. Either you can define class, interface, enum. Now forget about of interface and enum. Okay. So everyone is starting from the class keyword, but why? Understood, right? You are start your Java with the class keyword. These are the keyword guide. I will give you the list of the keyword. Why we are using class keyword. Understood, right? And this is the job of compiler. Okay, so you can see the step. I have saved .java file. Then I started compiling the code. Mm, but compiler is very intelligent. Until you will not resolve your compile time error, you cannot execute your Java code. Okay, first of all, you have to fix your compile time error. Okay, otherwise you cannot go for the next steps. Understood, right? So what is compiler? Compiler is a also predefined software which is inside the in Java development kit. The job of the compiler is check the compile time error. Compile time error is nothing but the syntax error. That is what we have a compile time error. So it clearly said define class. Okay, you are going to office, right? Okay, and suppose you are the new joiner. You went new office also, and when you will go for the your main gate, right? So security guard will ask you who are you. Then what is your answer? You guys can tell me how you can convince to the security guard. Okay, I am the new joiner. This is my first day. Then they will give you the entry inside this office. You guys can tell me how to convince them.
Access card.
Access card. How you will get that access card? You don't have access card also, right?
No, tell our name and they can check in our database and explain to like this is our first day and
Mm, You have some data,
okay.
right? So security guards having the some data who is a new joiners today is coming, right? How they will
Yes, yes.
identify your data? Identification might be
With name.
your mobile no mobile number or any unique identity. That is fine. Okay, they have some contact with the HR also, right? So okay, now here they have restricted. Who are you? You have given the okay. You prove that okay. I already uh, I have a offer letter also. You can see. Then they will okay go. Same thing. You define Amazon test, and Java is not understanding who is Amazon test. Understood, right? Java. You can see error. You have to define class, interface, and enum. I will come later. Interface and enum. But Java is not able to understand who is Amazon test. So guys, Java is object oriented programming language. And what is Amazon test? What is Amazon test? What I told you earlier, you can say the same thing. What is
Know the
Amazon test?
class.
Class name and file name.
Last name.
You said with respect to the Java language, but actually what is Amazon test? Is it an object? Correct?
No.
No?
Yes. No, it's an object only.
What is object? Can you define your
I mean,
own name also here? Can I define my name also
I
or not?
Yes.
Yes.
Or can you also define, I already defined Amazon, right? Any living and non-living thing is called object. Okay? Real world object. Understood, right? So class name is nothing but we are defining the real world object. But still, Java is not able to understand. So guys, when you will define this keyword class, okay, understood, right? When you will define keyword class, if I will compile this code, will it work or not?
Yes, it will work.
See, that's why the people are confused, right? You will code it, everything, okay, but here the interviewer will come and will check your basics knowledge. Okay, so we have a list of the keyword in Java. Okay, so suppose if you have any basics knowledge, if I say int a equal to 10, you have learned mathematics, right? So what is 10?
Value.
Value.
Which type?
Integer value. Is
Integer
Integer
value.
value, right? Okay. So this is the integer value. When you will not define int, then will Java accept or not?
No.
Other
No.
programming will accept, but Java will not accept. Like that, this is called primitive type. Okay, integer, float, double. This is called primitive type. But when you are defining the object, right? But we can also define the type of the object. Understood, right? That is called reference type variable. So we have a primitive type variable and we have a reference type variable. Primitive type is visible and everybody also learn in your previous mathematics and subject. Okay, this is your integer type, float type, double type. But object type means reference type. It's a new for object oriented programming language. That's why it is called object oriented programming language. Whatever the object we have defined means Amazon test. Understood, right? Whatever the Amazon test we have defined, now Java will understand this real world object in programming world. Before, compiler is saying, hey, I'm not getting what is Amazon test. Please define class interface enum. Class interface and enum is also the types of the class, but now just keep side, otherwise you will get confused. Now I'll focus on class keyword. Understood, right? Understand or not?
Yes, yes.
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 So when you are defining any object type, either living or non-living, any name, and then Java will understand this type of the object. Okay, but they are understanding in programming world, but before it was not. Okay, who is beginner? It will take time, guys, to understand this. This is very important thing. Okay, understood, right? But slowly you will understand more. Okay, just repeat my video once and try to understand. Okay, I don't want to confuse now to everyone because I will come on this, guys, in object oriented programming language and we'll learn in the depth. As of now, for the beginner will get confused. So why we define the class keyword? You have a exact answer. We can create n number of object, that is a different thing, but I'm not going for bookie and internet language. Okay, this is the blueprint and all. Okay, that is confusing sentence. Okay, one second. Understood, right? So I don't want to confuse to you guys. Slowly you will understand the importance of class keyword. Okay, so now uh, and if you are a beginner, suppose you are nothing you are able to understand, just raise your hand. I will try some more example to explain you. Okay, now guys, you can see when you will start the Java code, you have a curly braces. You can see one curly braces is there, sorry, two is there, open and close, and this block is called class block, or class block is here super block. Okay, so we have a many blocks inside this. So you can see we have open and close, and this is called class block. Now the question. Okay, let me. So first you guys can tell me if I will compile, will it work or not? Yes, no.
Yes, it will work.
Yes, sir.
It will work, everyone.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
How it will work? Why it will work? Will you get error?
No.
No.
For the no, for the compile time, we will not get any error.
I press Control 1. You can see it's working fine, and you can see now the steps. So guys, you can see dot Java file, and now second steps you have to compile the code. When you will compile this code, you know what happened? Compiler will create dot class file. Okay, that's why this is the another job of compiler. Again, it's already open or not. I'll go for shortcut. I'll just show you the what is the dot class file. Okay, not exact else previous, and because difficult to search, we have many things here. If I will find any folder, even I'm not able to search that folder. Where I save this file, we have multiple folder. Java. Oh, sorry guys, I am inside this teaching folder. Oh shit. Let me go inside this. So what is dot class file? So you can see every classes, we have a two class. One is your Java class and one is your dot class file. Okay. So it's little bit difficult to search what I have. So you can see I'll just open any of, yeah, this one. Okay. So because this file is open, right? So that's why, okay, let me, you can see now. So this is your dot class file. So first job is compiler is, what is the first job of compiler? It will check the syntax of the code, and second job it will create a dot class file. Why this dot class file is required? Okay. So guys, a few weeks I will take your session around 30 to 40 minutes. Okay. After that we'll go little bit fast. Okay, so these are the basics thing I need everyone. Even if I will write one line of the one dot also, just execute in your system and see what is happening, then only you will get the confidence. Okay, don't skip any. If you already know also, that is fine, just execute it. Okay, at least one time is mandatory. Okay, if I do any single dot also. Okay, so what is the dot class file? Dot class file is a machine code or byte code. JVM, right? JVM is not able to understand what we have written. This JVM guy is not able to understand our own code, means our own language. Directly JVM will not understand in our language. JVM always understand dot class file. Okay. So now from this to this steps are clear. Now we have to execute the code also, but before that, again we have many things. Let me close this file. Do not open this file, otherwise you will get some error also. So now I executed dot class file is, sorry, is working fine, but someone is already confused. The confusion is, so if I will forget about of what is this, I will explain you. If I will compile this code now, will it work or not? Hmm?
It
It
will
will
work.
work.
No, it will not work.
It will not work.
No,
Why?
because this is not inside the main method.
Okay. Okay. Why we should define inside the main method?
Because JVM only understand the main method and what's the code written inside the main method. So that only it will compile and run. Sorry, it will run only, means all the code written inside the main method it will run.
Hmm. Okay. So you said only main method, right? Hmm?
Yes.
So basically, start the execution, the text that we are written in the main method.
Okay. Now will it work or not? Will it work or you will get
I
compiled?
think it will work because
Hmm.
I think
If you're
it,
looking for a reliable trading view indicator that
no,
100% it will not work. This video is exactly for
So
you.
are you guys understanding what is the problem? Understood, right? If you will confuse in your interview, then they will catch you. This guy doesn't know the basics also. Okay. I know many of them already try to learn, but the problem is you will get many tutorials, but the step by steps knowledge is required to learn the Java. Otherwise, we'll get confused. Okay. The first thing, guys. Okay, I'll just comment this. Okay. Oh, sorry. So how you can comment? Just you can multiple line. You can just asterisk and give this. So I just commented. Okay. And now I'll just copy this again, and I will write. You can see where I am implementing in class block. And now when you will compile this code and you can see what happened, this thing you are not able to see in your Eclipse. Okay, it will show the red mark and something different. Okay, but if you are familiar with the basics, you can do the fast development using the Eclipse that will do in your Selenium. Okay, understood, right? So that's why I'm using this edit plus. You can see compiler is saying, hey, we are not following the rules what you are writing the code. So it's saying illegal startup type, but this is again new for you if you are doing first time practice. Okay, so first of all, guys, you have to understand what is system.out.println, then you will get clarity why this error is. So what is system.out.println?
It is a predefined method to print the text.
Predefined method? Is it a method?
System is a predefined class in a
Mm-hmm.
Java. So and println is a method of that class. That's why
Mm-hmm. Okay.
execute means if you want to execute that statement, so we use.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. But if you will define in this block, right, it will work. Why it is not working here? This is not main method. This is our own method. You can say the sub block, but here it is working. But here it is not working. Understood, right? My question, are you guys are understanding? And I'm also defining the main method. Okay. I'm defining the main method. I will explain you guys everything. Just I'm giving the multiple scenarios. Okay. So if you will define in the main method also, it will work. But this is not working. Your answer is almost the same. Guys, first of all, when you speak in the interview, right, your technical communication skill is very important. Something you are saying the what is method, what is variable, what is class, you have a clarity. Okay, otherwise your understanding is correct, but you are not explaining correctly. You have used many times, but what you are saying, that is wrong in front of the interviewer, and they have a 20 minutes and 30 minutes, sometime 1 hours, sometime more than that. Okay, within that duration you have to prove you are the correct person of this position. And how you can prove? Only we have a solution with practice. If you will do a lot of practice within 1 hours, this huge level of the subject, you are able to give a fast answer or correct answer, then you are able to prove them. Okay, so that is regarding the practice only. I'll just go for high level, guys. So system is your class, out is your variable, and println is your method. System dot out dot println is a predefined statement which is used to print any types of the value, or you can see the different types of the data types. Okay, the implementation of system or system dot out dot println, I'm not sure tomorrow I'm able to take the class or not because we have some urgent meeting, but yeah, so I'll just go for high level here. Okay, and I will explain you in the depth, don't worry. So we have a Java source code. You will get on the Google also. So this is the Java library. This system is available in java.lang package. Package is nothing but this is the folder. We will go here. You can see we have a system. Okay. and this meeting will end in 1 minute. Okay, so it's available. You can see system is your available in your this class. Sorry, and this is your final class, and is your out is your variable. You can see. Now we will understand one by one all the topic. And println is your method. We can see. The conclusion is this is the logic, and logic you cannot directly implement as a class block. Logic you can implement inside this sub block, not a super block. Class is your super block. You can declare, but you cannot implement the logic as a class block. So if you want to write the logic, then you have to implement inside the sub block. You can see when we are defining this, all the things, these are the sub block. Okay. So this meeting will be ended in 1 minute. Okay. Understood, right? I will explain in the depth all the practice what I teach you. Install, execute, and best send your a screenshot what I teach you till now. This is your assignment. Okay. Might be tomorrow I will not able to take the classes. I will keep updating on the your WhatsApp group. Okay. Okay, guys. That's all for today. I will paste this code also. Okay. On your group.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Sorry.
Okay, sir.
I
Can you
did.
revise the class before closing? Like
Sorry. Revise means I didn't get you.
revise means like whatever you taught till now. So can you
Please go through recording on. I have another schedule meeting. Okay.